If you're thinking about getting on YouTube to grow your real estate business, it can be a phenomenal way to generate buyer and seller leads. I've been doing this for about 4 years and it's great. Now, in this video, I want to talk about 12 things you should know before you commit to posting on YouTube, because it is a commitment and you're in it for the long term if you want to see the best results. 6 things that are really good about it, and then 6 things that are kind of bad, just things you might not love about YouTube for lead generation. And if you're new here, my name's Jacob. I've been posting on YouTube for real estate about 4 years now. My best channel just crossed over $20 million of closed transactions. So it's been great. Now, one thing I believe in credit where credit is due. You might see some other content about this stuff online. Jackson Wilkie is the guy I credit to how I got started. Without him, I would not know what I know about YouTube for real estate. I've taken his strategies and implemented them myself, made some changes. So this is just, in my opinion and my experience, what works. Now, this series of videos is meant to be very tactical and actionable with things you can take and implement right away. But this video is more laying the ground and making sure that we're thinking about YouTube the right way before you dive into it. Now, first things first, before you get started, understand that YouTube is a lot of things. Like, you can find whatever kind of content you want, whether you want to look at funny cat videos, learn how to do something, learn a new skill, watch a podcast, watch a sports game. Like, you can find whatever you want on YouTube. This is a place people will go to search for information when they want to learn something, they want to know more about something, and they want to see that in an audio or visual format. So they want to see it, they want to hear it. They don't want to read about it on Google or Wikipedia or any of the more text-based platforms. And understanding that it is a place to search means that you'll want to make content that is easy to find, easily searchable, whatever kind of videos you're making. People on YouTube either want to be entertained or informed. And for real estate lead gen, most of the time, you're probably going to end up making content to inform rather than entertain. Now, you can implement some entertaining aspects like storytelling, talking about yourself, but really for the most part, coming at it as a way to inform your potential buyers and sellers. Now, first up, 6 things you're not going to like about YouTube and that you should really know before you get started. Number 1, it's very likely going to take you 6+ months to start seeing consistent, tangible results in your business. Now, I know people who've posted 4 or 5 videos and they've got several clients from that. But before you get started on YouTube, I would really just have in the back of your head, okay, this is going to take me 6, maybe 9, maybe 12 months to start having actual closings coming from YouTube. And with real estate specifically, you could very well have leads coming in month 1, month 2, month 3, but this is real estate. It's going to take a few months to follow up with them, depending on when they're ready to buy or list, go through the buying process or the listing process, and then get to the closing table maybe a few months after they first come in off the channel. But we've also had people that have come in and they bought a house or they sold a house 2 years after they first came in from YouTube. My point is, I would really look at it as a long-term play. If you get some closings in the first 6 months, fan-freaking-tastic. But the mindset you might want to have is, okay, this is going to take 6 to 12 months to get some closings on a consistent basis. Number 2, this is really going to depend on your market and where you are. For me, my channel in St. Louis, it's very seasonal. So this year, the channel will probably bring in about $15 million of closings. That's what we're estimating. Last year was about 11 million. But it's very heavily skewed from May through October. We might have 3 to 6 closings a month from YouTube. And then November, it starts to die down. So November through March, we're seeing like sometimes 0 closings a month. And then like on the high end, maybe 1 or 2. But that's what we've noticed. It's very seasonal. And that's not a YouTube thing. I mean, that's just a real estate thing. Again, depends on your market. For us here in St. Louis, whether the YouTube leads are coming from out of state or out of country, or if they're local, it really skews from May through October. The third thing you want to know about YouTube, it's a lot easier to get buyer leads. Yes, I know all leads are great, but if you're looking to really hone in on seller leads, we absolutely have gotten seller listings from YouTube. We get way more buyers, and I also think that it is a lot easier to make way more searchable content for buyers. Like, there's endless ideas for buyers. Seller-based videos, we've kind of had to get more creative with, try new things out. The buyer leads are just always more consistent, and the seller leads are kind of a hit or miss. They might come in sometimes, they might not. And the reason I say it's easier to make content for buyers is that really most times the location is the keyword you're going for. So either the city or the metro area you live in, the name of the neighborhood or the specific town or suburb you're talking about. If you're doing new construction videos, the name of the development, if it's big enough, will get searched, or the name of the condo building or specific neighborhood you're talking about. Like the place is the main keyword. Now, number 4, you might not like about YouTube, depending on your personality. Being on video sucks. Like, it's not fun. There is definitely a learning curve to it. I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years. I really don't like being on video any more than I did my first year. I've gotten better about how I want to present and speak on camera. But still, like, if I'm having a day where I'm planning on filming some videos and I wake up and I'm just really not feeling it, I'm not making videos that day. If I'm not in the mood, it is tough to put myself in the right mental state to want to sit down for 15 to 30 minutes and film a video. I mean, even sitting down to film this video about YouTube for lead generation, I procrastinated it, had to go to the gym, get a Starbucks afterwards just to hype myself up to want to sit down and be on video. It's not for everyone. I force myself to do it because there's value in it, but I don't necessarily like it. Number 5 is editing videos. If you're making videos, I mean, for my videos, they're usually between 8 and 15 minutes long. You're gonna have to edit that either yourself. You can hire VAs, which is what I do. You can hire, a video editor on a freelance basis to do stuff for you. But I mean, at the most basic level, all you have to do is cut up your clips, get rid of any mess ups or any awkward pauses. You might also want to add map animations, add some text on screen, add some B-roll to kind of spice up the video, which is what I do. And it can be time intensive. I mean, it can absolutely take several hours of your time just for one YouTube video, between editing the video, exporting it, uploading it to YouTube, adjusting the description and the settings, the thumbnail. It's not as easy and quick as making a post on Instagram or Facebook. Now, number 6, people are stupid. Like, genuinely, when you're on YouTube and you start to really get views and engagement on your videos, you'll get some great clients and you will just get some absolute weirdos, assholes, just dumb people in the comment section. I've learned to get better about really not caring about it, but there will occasionally be some comments that just really irritate me from someone who either took something out of context, they saw a clickbaity title or thumbnail, or they watched the first 30 seconds of the video and didn't watch the rest, and then just went on a rampage in the comment section. And I'm like, dude, if you watch the video, you'd understand I am explaining the same things you just brought up in your comment. Like keyboard warriors galore. You will see a lot of just ridiculousness on YouTube. So you will develop some strong skin for that if you don't already have it from being in real estate. Now, we got some of the ugly stuff out of the way. Let's move on to the good things. So let's talk about 6 things I really love about YouTube to generate real estate leads. The first thing, it is phenomenal at building one-sided relationships. What I mean by that is that once you build up a content library of 20, 30, 40 videos on YouTube, you'll get people who will go through your videos and just go down the rabbit hole watching video after video after video and then reach out to you. And by the time they have, if they've spent an hour or 2 hours just watching or listening to you on video, they start to have this sense that they know you. And they probably do if you kind of express your personality, talk about yourself on video, like they know who you are and they feel connected to you. And that makes converting them into closed clients a hell of a lot easier when they know you before they even reach out to you. Second thing that is wonderful about YouTube is that it is easy to make a lot of evergreen content. Now, I say evergreen content because you could kind of define this multiple ways. Basically, when people say evergreen content, they mean content that is searched and it stays relevant for a long period of time. Now, how long that is really depends. I mean, sometimes I'll have videos where it gets outdated after 1 year, and some videos I think might have a longer life cycle of 3 or 4 years if it's, something where the information in that video hasn't really changed. But keep in mind, this is real estate. So if you're talking about a new development or a suburb or something in your city, it changes on a regular basis. You can absolutely make videos that stay relevant and get views for years at a time. Worst case, you might have some stuff that's more temporary, like it might be relevant for 5 or 6 months and then it kind of starts to get outdated. Either way, I say evergreen to imply that it is relevant for a lot longer than it is on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, where most of your views happen in the first 24 or 48 hours. On YouTube, it is oftentimes like this long, kind of slow upward growth. Not always hockey stick growth where like it just like shoots up to the sky. Sometimes that happens, but I feel like for the most part, my most successful videos have been up for a year or two, and they just slowly rake in the views month after month, and they get up to 50, 60, 70,000 views. So that's what I mean. It's evergreen content, but probably not going to last forever. Every video is going to have a certain life cycle. Some of them are longer than others. Now, the third thing that is wonderful about YouTube is that your reach just compounds over time. In the beginning of your channel, it's absolutely going to be an uphill battle and just fighting for every view, every subscriber you can get. You will absolutely see that it just compounds from year 1 to year 2 to year 3. You will get way more views, way more clients, and just, the number of people who've been watching you compounds over time, where we've had people who've been watching us for 6 months, a year, 2 years before they even reach out to us. So my point in saying that is that the number of people that are seeing you, being exposed to you on a regular basis just compounds every month, every year you're doing YouTube. And if you're consistently putting out new videos, you just reach an absurd amount of people through your impressions and through your viewers that see your content. Now, going off of that, the fourth thing is that content is leverage, right? It works while you sleep. You can make a video once, post it, and it's there getting views 24/7. If someone wants to watch your video at 5 a.m. or 7 o'clock at night, it's there for them to see it and consume it. So while you're out selling houses, listing houses, sleeping, spending time with your family, your videos are always there getting views. And especially when you get videos ranking number 1 or number 2 for the main keyword you're going after, I mean, those number 1 rankings are like digital real estate. Like they're up there in the results and they stay up there as long as it's a good video and no one else tries to take you over. But when your videos rank and they get views consistently for a long time. And number 5 is that you get clients reaching out who actually want to work with you. They know, like, and trust you way more than getting leads from Instagram, Facebook, Zillow, any other lead generation platform. And yes, I know you can create content on Instagram and TikTok and still build some kind of a relationship with your viewers, but with YouTube, it's just different. I've noticed people really reach out and there really is no fighting for their business. They're not interviewing multiple agents. They want to work with us because they like us. They value the content we put on YouTube. And it's really not a sales conversation. It's just a conversation about their time frame, their budget, logistics of getting started with the home search or the home selling process, but really not convincing them to work with us because they're already sold. Now, the sixth thing that I like about YouTube is that if you're really savvy with your marketing strategy, it's easy to take a long form YouTube video and split that up into multiple shorter pieces of content. So if you want to take a longer 10-minute video and cut that up into 10 different shorts for YouTube or Instagram Reels or TikToks, you can do that. You can chop up your YouTube videos and put them in your email newsletter or embed them on your website. I've tried all that before. It works depending on how you want to do your marketing. I would say that for me personally, embedding on our website is the biggest way that I will use our videos outside of YouTube, because I do spend a lot of time on actual website SEO, not just YouTube SEO. But my point is, you can use your videos in a lot of places other than YouTube. Now, here's one thing. I don't typically share my videos. I don't blast it out on Instagram or Facebook and actually link to the YouTube video. I prefer people who actually searching for that video to find it organically on YouTube. But if you want to post on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, just take your video that you've already edited, cut it up, make it vertical, and then blast it out there. So that's going to wrap it for this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know right down below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.